Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Today we will be reviewing and talking about two best-selling neutral eyeshadow palettes. The first one is the Tartelette In Bloom by Tarte, and the other one is Natural Eyes by Too Faced. So both of these are amazing eyeshadow palettes for beginners, as well as for those of you that prefer pretty neutral everyday looks that work great for school, work great for work as well. I wanted to do this review because I recently got the Tartelette In Bloom, and I already had the Too Faced Natural Eyes. And, looking at them both, I realized that, honestly, I could totally get away with using just one, with having just one. So if you're not sure which one would work better for you, I decided to do a little review and compare these two against each other. Just a heads up, both of these are great. They work great. There isn't really much of a which one is like better. It's just, I think, personal preference and also what you're looking for in a neutral eyeshadow palette. So let's get started. So these two eyeshadow palettes are very versatile because you can create not only everyday natural looks, but you can also add some depth using the darker shades and create really pretty smoky eyes. It's also great to have a neutral eyeshadow palette filled with matte eyeshadows as a base. So for example, if you are working with eyeshadow palette like this one I have here, it's from Makeup Revolution. It's called Full Frenzy, and it's filled with all beautiful shimmer shades. How you would use this one, obviously you would start with your matte eyeshadows in your crease, create some depth, and then basically just play and pick one for your lid or under your eyes as well. So that's why I feel like it's really important to find the neutral eyeshadow palette that you really like and you can really enjoy using it. These look really pretty, and the packaging is high quality in both of these. I would say Tartelette In Bloom definitely more lightweight. It's thinner, a little bit thinner. Let me compare these to see. Yeah, so the difference is not huge, but this one is definitely more travel friendly in my opinion because it's lighter, on the lighter side. While Natural Eyes, on the other hand, it definitely feels a little bit more luxurious. I love the writing, I love the detailing on the packaging. The little heart is really cute, and the design on the eyeshadows itself looks really pretty. Honestly, it's like I didn't even want to ruin them because they look so nice. So this one feels a little bit more heavier. It's still very compact size. As you guys can see, these are almost the same size. But I would say that Too Faced is definitely a product that I would love to just put on top of my vanity, just to sit there and look pretty. And I would be a little bit like worried to travel with it because I didn't want it to break. Well, I feel like Tartelette is the one to just pack wherever you go. So if you like to use, if you like to touch up your makeup at school, at work, I feel like this one will be really handy. Would come handy, especially with a huge mirror, which by the way, they both have nice big mirrors. So that's the packaging. So the next thing, both of them have very nice scents. This one smells more like vanilla, which is my personal preference over the cocoa butter scent that is Natural Eyes smell like. Okay, so let's talk about the important stuff, which is how many eyeshadows we get, what are the colors, what are the finishes. So Tartelette In Bloom comes with 12 eyeshadows. Most of them are mattes with 3 shimmers. So if you're into matte eyeshadows, if you use them most of the time, you're not really into shimmers, you will love this one because it offers different undertones as well, like cool, warm, and neutrals. And I feel like you would like that a little bit better than Too Faced Natural Eyes. Do get a few more shimmer shades here. My personal favorite is the Silk Teddy and Push Up. Today on my eyes, I actually am wearing Honey Pot Chocolate Martini with the Cashmere Bunny and Sexpresso. So if you like to have a little bit more fun with your eyeshadows, if you prefer shimmers, or if you like to, or you use them more often, I think you will like Too Faced Natural Eyes better. And just so you guys know, just because you don't have that many matte shades in this one, comparing to Tartelette In Bloom, it doesn't really mean that you're not going to be able to create the same looks. Few of the matte shades in Tartelette In Bloom swatch on the eyes, they look very similar. So honestly, I could easily skip few. And I'm talking about, for example, the Smokes How and Activist. These two look very similar on the eye, so I feel like it doesn't really make such a huge difference for me personally. And Natural Eyes still offers you a great transition shade, great, crease shade as well. So you definitely can create the same kind of a concept neutral eyeshadow look using either of these. So Too Faced has a very creamy, they almost like stick to your eyelid eyeshadows, and they blend really nicely. Even the shimmer shades look beautiful. They swatch beautiful. They apply beautiful. I didn't even have to use Fix Plus or anything like that. I could just go straight with a dry brush and look really pretty. Tartelette In Bloom, on the other hand, there are a few shades that I would say are pretty similar to each other, and then the texture, some of the mattes are a little bit striky for me, a little bit more on the drier side comparing to Natural Eyes, but that's just, like I said, that's just my opinion. That's what I kind of like concluded after using a few times. This shade here called Funny Girl is very glittery. It doesn't really apply on the eye nicely unless you apply it with a wet brush. Then I personally gear more towards the Too Faced Natural Eyes because it has more shimmers, and the mattes are very creamy, beautifully pigmented, and I love the beautiful luxurious packaging. I've never had such a great experience with a neutral eyeshadow palette before like I had with this one. Tartelette In Bloom, on the other hand, is going to definitely go with me to Poland. I'm going to pack it in my suitcase because it feels very lightweight. It gives me all the options that I need, all the colors that I need. It's super travel friendly, and it's still great eyeshadow palette. So I feel like depending on your lifestyle, what's more important to you, you can definitely get away with just owning one of these two eyeshadow palettes, and you can at the same time, get the same kind of looks, if that makes sense. Both of these, you can create smoky eyes, you can create natural eye looks, you can create all matte look. Sometimes it's really hard when you look at two really good eyeshadow palettes or other items and you're not really sure which one will work better for you, and you know that you don't really necessarily need both of them in your collection. So just let me know, guys, if you want to see more videos like that. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and see you next week. Take care. Bye.